Welcome to the Tabletop Sportcast presents the PWS Wrestling Season Project. This is a series that I'll be putting together to showcase the Road to WrestleMania template that I created and have shared on Patreon. I'll make sure to include the link to Patreon on the show notes so you can check that out. If you're enjoying this series, you can hit the like and also subscribe to my channel to see some of the latest updates. As always, you can listen to the Tabletop Sportcast on anywhere that podcasts are available. All right, we are today going into session 2. We're looking at the King of the Ring pay-per-view. This is the pay-per-view for January in the schedule, and we'll click over here to the Road to WrestleMania schedule. So here you can see we are at the King of the Ring. We've got a World Championship match tonight, fittingly with Hulk Hogan, who just passed away a couple days ago, taking on Andre the Giant. This will be my premiere event, but we also have a couple of matches, semifinal matches in the King of the Ring tournament. And finally, our last match of the event will be the King of the Ring Championship, and we'll have to figure out who's going to be playing in that or wrestling in that based on the winners of those previous matches. We'll head on over to PWS software, and currently this is where we are at in our federation. What we're going to do is run today's card, and we will have to edit it as we go because obviously we have one match not really ready to go just yet. And we will edit this as needed. But let's run through these first 3 events first. We'll start with our semifinal matches. And our number 1 match is going to be Terry Funk taking on Dusty Rhodes. So let's get into the action for this event. All right. Where's my sound here? All right, both men are on the offensive here. Terry Funk goes with a spinning toe hold, his specialty, and then Dusty Rhodes executes a face-first body slam. Funk has the early lead, but Rhodes is now going to go on the offensive with a knee joint scissor lock. And he will take the lead in here. Can he get a submission? No. Dusty Rhodes goes again for, this time, a spleen cruncher. And that is going to help him score some more points. Rhodes again now stomping on the face. And a little too early for the pin, only at 2.8%. So we'll continue with the match. Both men will be on the offensive. It's a smash with the fake NWA belt by Terry Funk, and Dusty Rhodes goes for no points. It's an arm lock and repeated leg smashes. Rhodes getting the higher of the scoring there, but now it's going to be Funk who's on the attack with a hammer lock, and that will score big. Funk again on the offensive with a monkey flip, and it's reversed by Dusty Rhodes, who gets a loaded elbow, unable to defend. Okay, his pin attempt is a little higher, but still not really where we want it to be. So 8 minutes in, Funk will go on to the offensive with a shoulder clamp. And now both men will be on the offensive. It's a monkey flip and that spleen cruncher again. And now Rhodes stays on the offensive with his American Dream strut. Oh, but it's neutralized by Terry Funk. Funk now on the offensive. Specialty move, spinning toe hold, but it's reversed. And he lands a kick to the groin. All right, Rhodes now with a loaded elbow. Still not really up there high enough. We're going to skip the pin attempt one more time. Dusty Rhodes, knee joint scissor lock. No submission. Both men on the offensive. It's a closed fist slug from Funk and a spleen cruncher from Dusty Rhodes. Terry Funk now on the offensive with an arm lock. He'll score there. Fairly close match here still, 78-88. Shoulder clamp will get it even closer. Both men go on the offensive. It's an arm lock and then the loaded elbow. So we stay pretty tight here. Figure 4 leg lock. Couldn't get the submission. No. All right, now Dusty Rhodes has another pin attempt with his stomp on face. As you can see, almost all positive here. There's only a 2.8% chance of this being a negative, so we're going to go for it. Let's see if he gets the pin. And he does. Terry Funk is pinned by Dusty Rhodes after a stomp on the face, and Dusty Rhodes will advance to our King of the Ring championship match. All right, let's run our second semifinal, and then we'll probably go in and edit the card before moving on to the World Championship. This semifinal features Harley Race taking on Jerry Lawler. Let's see how things go today. All right, we've got Race and Lawler both starting off on the offensive. It's a headlock from Harley Race and a fist drop from Jerry Lawler. Close match right out of the gate. Both men on the offensive again. Harley Race going for his pile driver, and Jerry Lawler is going to go with the Royal Backbreaker. Neither man is able to score there. Harley Race lands a back suplex. Oh, an Indian deathlock from Harley Race and continuous forearms. Will he get a submission? No, he does not. We've got both men on the offensive again. Here's Harley Race with head scissors, and Jerry Lawler lands an inverted leg cradle. Fairly close match, just 6 minutes in. We got a ram into the turnbuckle from Harley Race, and he's not going to attempt the pin just yet. A little too early in the match. All right, Harley Race going again for his pile driver. And Jerry Lawler goes for the armbar. Still a little too early for that pin attempt, so we're going to pass it up again. We've got a pile driver, but it's reversed by Harley Race, who executes an eye gouge. And still a little too early here for the pin. He's getting on the offensive here, though. All right, we got a submission attempt. No. Harley Race with the ram into the turnbuckle. Is this going to be it? Not quite yet. Still only about 30% here. We don't really want to go for it at that point. All right, Jerry Lawler is going to land an armbar, try to get back into this match a little bit more. He is down on points right now, so he's going to need to get into this, and he is trying to work his way back. All right, he's closed the gap a little considerably here. Once again, it's going to be a pile driver from Harley Race, and Jerry Lawler now also going for the pile driver. They'll probably cancel each other out, and they do. Harley Race now again for the pile driver. And that will be canceled out by the Royal Backbreaker. All right, another pile driver from Harley Race. Now he's going to go for elbow smashes, but it's neutralized by Jerry Lawler. We're at a fairly close match right now here. What are we in? About 18 minutes. Things are looking pretty tight. Harley Race with a back suplex, Jerry Lawler with a fist drop, and we're going to go into the 20th minute now, and Harley Race finally lands an eye gouge. He's going to probably have a decent pin attempt here. Nope, it was neutralized once again by Jerry Lawler. You guys are both pretty evenly matched. Oh, here comes the abdominal stretch. Is he going to be able to get the submission? No. Continuous forearms. Believe it or not, we are now having Jerry Lawler is back in the lead here at the 22nd minute mark. But Harley Race, again, going to his pile driver. All right, he's going to go for the pin attempt here because he's got a much better chance now. Only a 2 count, though, but that helps him to get back into the lead here. It's an eye gouge against the elbow smash. Yep, Harley Race has another chance to get a pin attempt. Let's see what happens. Still only a 2 count as he continues to lead here. And he's going to go for his pile driver one more time. Both men on the offensive. It's an Indian deathlock. That's a possible submission move from Harley Race. Can he get it? No. To go to the 26th minute now. This has been a great match here so far. Both men on the defense. Let's see now. We've got both men on the offense. We got a ram into the turnbuckle, and Lawler goes for his submission move, but not going to work. Doesn't seem like either of these guys is going to submit too easily here today. All right, we've got a pull hair and slug against continuous forearms. Head scissors against an elbow smash. All right, now let's see. Harley Race once again going for a pile driver. Can Jerry Lawler come up with some kind of defense against it? No, he cannot. This could be the end of it here. And it is. Harley Race finally gets the pin after his pile driver. He went to that often throughout that match. He will advance to the next one. Let's see. We're going to save this card for now. Can I edit the card from here? No. We're going to, well, yes, I can. Let's add a match. We'll call this the King of the Ring Championship match. And this will feature, let's go over here. So we had Dusty Rhodes win match number 1. And we had Harley Race win match number 2. We'll also see that Terry Funk will go to our Raw singles match. So he'll be here. And Jerry Lawler will go to the Nitro singles match. This will be next week's matches. So Jerry Lawler continues his storyline as well. And we'll get back in here. And let's see. So we had Dusty Rhodes. And we had Harley Race. This will be a no time limit. Strategy pin chart. And we're good with that. All right. Before we get to that championship match, let's go to the World Championship match. This will feature our champion, Hulk Hogan, taking on Andre the Giant. All right, Andre goes on the offensive first with a kick to the face. He'll take the early lead. Both men now on the offensive. All right, Hogan going for his Axe Bomber. This is too early for a pin, so we will not do that just yet. Again, Hulk Hogan on the offensive, and it's absorbed by Andre the Giant. Body slam onto the top rope, and a sit foe on the top rope, and Giant. And look at this, 5 minutes in, we're only a point separated. But it's going to be Giant on the offensive, sitting foe on the top rope one more time. And that'll help him take a nice lead here. Both go on the offensive again. Neither one with any kind of stopping move. All right, Hogan will be on the offensive with a Thunder Slam. This will be an early pin attempt, probably too early. Yeah, we're going to skip that pin attempt for now. Both men will be on the offensive. It's a leg lock chokehold. This is a potential submission move. But Andre is in the ropes, and that will cancel things out. Hogan on the offensive, going for his Axe Bomber again. And a little bit better, but still too early. 10 minutes in, still not really enough of a lead to make that a worthwhile attempt. Full pressure headlock and a French headbutt equal each other out. Spinal backbreaker from Hogan and a kick to the face from Giant. Action continues into the 13th minute. And it'll be Giant on the offensive with a giant power slam. Unable to defend is Hogan. We've got still a very close match here. No surprises. Both men go on the offensive with a double elbow smash from Hogan and a suplex from Andre the Giant. All right, both men continue to be on the offensive here. Landing moves left and right. All right, Hogan's going for his Axe Bomber. And he's got a pin attempt. This is a much better chance. It's at least a 50-50. We're going to go for it. At least be a positive move here. Yeah, he only gets a 2 count. Does score an extra 5 points. Taking a nice little lead here. Both men will be on the offensive here. Oh, a leg lock chokehold from Hogan. Let's see what we get. Uh-oh, it's a big squash from Andre. Those will both cancel each other out. Hogan going for his Axe Bomber. He's got a chance for a pin attempt. He'll definitely go for it here. Nope, only a 2 count, but up by 24 points now as he stays in the lead. And now he's got a throat lift. He'll go for another pin attempt. Nothing but good stuff here as he's starting to build up a pretty big lead. And you can see now that one scores huge. He's up 151 to 106 as we go to the 20th minute. But this time it'll be Andre on the offensive, getting a suplex. Now it'll be Hogan with a body slam onto the top rope. Can Andre climb back into this match? He'll get a suplex here. Starting to chip away at the huge lead. Both men score big with that move. All right, here comes a French headbutt from Andre. And that will chip away again at that lead. Oh, he's got a chance for the submission, but he's not going to do it. Almost got him with the bear hug. Andre again on the offensive with a throw into the turnbuckle. But it was neutralized by Hogan. That takes away a big move. It was a big chance for Andre to get into this again. Throat lift and a giant power slam will both score big. Let's see if Hogan can get on the offensive. Here he comes. It's a spinal backbreaker. And he's going to have a really good pin attempt here. As you can see, the worst he'll do is get an extra 9 points here, but almost a 60% chance for the pin. And Andre kicks out again. 221 to 167 as we go to the 30th minute of this World Championship match. Not disappointing at all. Once again, another pin attempt by Hogan. And he'll finally get it. Body slam onto the top rope was the winning move. Hulk Hogan gets the match. He will keep his World Championship title. And we will go now to the final match of tonight's card, which will be our King of the Ring Championship, Dusty Rhodes, taking on Harley Race. Go to the action. I've got Honest Abe as our referee for today. Both men will get on the offensive here in the early going. Harley Race going right for an eye gouge. A little too early, though. We're not going to let him go for a pin just yet. All right, Rhodes now going for the Stardust Pile Driver. That'll score big. Both men on the offensive. Again, on the offensive, a loaded elbow. And Harley Race going for that eye gouge again. Still too early, though. We're not going to move forward there. He's got a lot of good pinning moves. Both men trading moves at this point. And Harley Race now. We've got a fairly even match as we go into the 8th minute. All right, Dusty Rhodes is moving into the ropes. Doesn't get anything to land there. Ram into the turnbuckle from Harley Race will help him take the lead in this match. Got an arm drag, and then we've got his pile driver from Harley Race. All right, a little bit better chance, but only about a third of a chance, 33% chance for getting something good. So we'll skip that. All right, a spleen cruncher from Dusty Rhodes and the ram into the turnbuckle from Harley Race. Now Rhodes will get a chance to be on the offensive, and he'll get his first pin attempt here. Still a little too early, though. So we'll continue on. Dead even match right now, 11 minutes. We're going to the 12th minute. Both men will be on the offensive. Harley Race going for the pile driver. Should have a little bit better chance here. Only up to about 40%. We're not going to go for it just yet. Still not quite enough of a lead to really take advantage here. All right, now he's moving up, though. All right, this time we will go for it. 29, 39, 42. He's almost like 65% chance of having this come out positive. So let's see what he gets. He'll get a 2 count, and he does score those 5 points extra. So he's now building up a pretty decent lead. Let's see what he goes for here. A ram into the turnbuckle, and Rhodes is unable to defend against it. Yep, Race is going to be going for some pin attempts. Oh, this one actually went poorly for him. He lost 2 points on that one. Let's see if that can get a momentum shift here for Dusty Rhodes as he goes for his Stardust Pile Driver. Yeah, he's also going to go for a pin attempt. No, only a 2 count, but he does score those 6 extra points and gets himself right back into this match. Uh-oh, here comes the eye gouge again from Harley Race. He's going to go for his pin. And he will secure it. 16 minutes in, Dusty Rhodes is pinned after Harley Race executes an eye gouge, and that will give him the win. Harley Race is our king of the ring. King Harley Race. Well, that seems like a pretty fitting end there. We will save this card. At this point, we'll take a look right now at kind of some of our results to date. Let's open our match result database for this wrestling season project. And you can see some of the things that you can do in terms of tracking results. There's quite a few cool things in here. Since we've had mostly singles events, let's just see right now our singles ratings. Here you can see, and these are all going to be based just on how they're doing with wins and losses. It doesn't really weigh in anything about like match types at this point. So we've got a few guys who have not lost any matches just yet. You would think here maybe we'd go with Harley Race at top here with his being the only guy who's 2-0. But that's our results database right now. We can also go and take a look at our promotion manager. This is where you get to choose who your roster is. You can also see that it will track who your current champions are. These are all of our current champions. And you'll also get a chance to see like title histories, so world championship match. I guess I would have to add these in if there was actually some kind of title change. So we'll have to see if that works out as we go through. All right. Going back over to our sheet here for the template, we ended up having now Harley Race as our King of the Ring, gets a invitation to Starrcade. He will be now next going for the Intercontinental Championship. So we will advance down here, and we'll see here that we can enter in Harley Race here. So he goes right to the major pay-per-view, thanks to his win here at King of the Ring. Dusty Rhodes is going to also get a shot thanks to that. He's going to go to Super Brawl and take on this Caribbean strap match. So, and here we will enter Dusty Rhodes. Harley Race is going to be taking on Ric Flair for that Intercontinental Championship. We also did not do this one, so let's go. Hulk Hogan also going on to Starrcade for his World Championship match, thanks to his defense of the World Championship title. And Andre the Giant is going to go to Super Brawl, and he's going to enter the I Quit match. And here he is here. It will be Andre the Giant. We do not know who his opponent will be just yet. Next session, we will complete the weekly shows for February. And you can see we've got a championship match on Raw for the television championship. The television championship always takes place at Raw, so we'll have Roddy Piper taking on Sergeant Slaughter. And then we've also got our Saturday night main event, which is scheduled right now to be a steel cage match. Probably will stay that way. Although we did do that last time too, so we'll have to maybe think about switching that up a little bit. That one will be a tag team match, as you can see. So we're going to have a special tag team steel cage match on Saturday night's main event. And we'll see that next week. So appreciate you tuning in, and hopefully you've enjoyed the show, and we will pick this up in session 3. Thanks for watching.